Have you ever noticed how a calm mind can really set the stage for a good night's sleep? That's the idea behind our new podcast, Good Sleep. Greg, our host from Optimal Relationships Daily, is here to help ease you into a peaceful night's rest with some positive affirmations. And these affirmations aren't just comforting. They can help ease anxiety and nurture positive thoughts, setting you up for true good sleep. So press play on Good Sleep tonight, because a good tomorrow starts with a good night's sleep. Just search for Good Sleep in your podcast app and be sure to pick the one from Optimal Living Daily. This is Optimal Finance Daily, episode 2481, How to Celebrate Halloween on a Budget by Kumiko of thebudgetmom.com. And I'm your host and personal finance enthusiast, Diana Merriam. Welcome back to Optimal Finance Daily. This is where I read a personal finance article to you every day of the week with permission from the authors. We're going to get right to it today as we optimize your life. How to Celebrate Halloween on a Budget by Kumiko of thebudgetmom.com. It doesn't matter if you're a trick-or-treater, a party-goer or host, or a stay-at-home body. There's a chance to save for everyone and anyone. Halloween might not seem like a holiday that comes with a big price tag like Christmas or Thanksgiving, but you may be surprised by the actual numbers. According to the National Retail Federation, American shoppers were expected to spend $6.9 billion for 2015. With Halloween candy and decorations available in stores as early as September, the temptation to buy arises early. No matter how you plan to celebrate this year, there are ways to save while still having a freakishly good time. Kids and trick-or-treaters. Number 1, make your own costumes. There are some amazing DIY blogs out there featuring some low-cost costumes. Cut your costs by getting creative. Number 2, shop secondhand. Don't underestimate the great deals at local thrift stores. I've bought my son's costume at a local children's consignment shop for the last 4 years, and I've never paid more than $10. Number 3, use a pillowcase for your candy. Don't be afraid to go old school this year. Not only are pillowcases free if you have extras lying around, but they're awesome for more storage. The buckets you buy at the local store will run anywhere from $5 to $30, and the space is limited. Number 4, stay close to home. Make sure to skip the theme parks and fairs and get to know your neighbors. By trick-or-treating close to home, you'll save on entrance fees, gas, and refreshments. And number 5, take advantage of kid-friendly community activities. Look for free community events in your local area. Some schools, churches, and other organizations will host free activities for kids. Party goers and hosts. NRF estimates that people will spend more for adult costumes, $1.2 billion, than on children's costumes, $950 million. This shows that Halloween is not just for youngsters. With nearly 1/3 of consumers planning to throw or attend a party with friends or family, there's an opportunity to save. Number 1, be creative with your costume. I had tons of friends last year who decided to make their own costumes. Let's face it, homemade costumes are not just for kids. Pinterest is still the driving force for adult DIY costume ideas, with nearly 24.9% of 18 to 24-year-olds using the site for costume inspiration. Number 2, share the cost. If you plan on hosting a party, ask your guests to bring a plate of their choice. By turning it into more of a potluck-style party, you'll save a ton on food. Plus, you can make it really fun by asking everyone to bring a Halloween-themed dish. My go-to favorite will always be dirt pudding cups with gummy worms. Put a Halloween twist on them. Number 3, shop discount or the dollar store. You can save a lot more money by buying more of your accent decorations from discount stores or even the dollar store. Find necessities such as black and orange paper plates, cups, and silverware for half the cost. You can also get more of the smaller decorations, such as cobwebs, black balloons, and candles at a deep discount. And number 4, look into last-minute sales and promotions. Retailers will be a lot more anxious to get rid of Halloween merchandise the closer the holiday gets. Last year, for instance, Kohl's gave out a promo code and in-store coupon pass that could be used to take 15% off their purchase. To save even more, plan ahead. There's no better deal on Halloween items than the day after Halloween. Grab what you need for the following Halloween during this time. You can usually find deals for 75 to 80% off. Staying home. With nearly 67.8% of people planning to just stay home and hand out candy, there are still ways to get into the Halloween spirit on a budget. Number 1, make small, inexpensive changes. One thing we did last year was change out our front porch light and replace it with a red light. For only a few dollars, we were still able to give our home a Halloween touch. Look for ways you can make small, inexpensive changes in your home. Number 2, buy candy in bulk. Avoid the supersized candy and grab whatever's cheapest. The best place to start is to wait until the last minute to buy candy. Like I mentioned, most stores will discount their candy and decorations to get ready for Christmas and Thanksgiving merchandise. Remember, even when you buy in bulk, make sure to buy individually wrapped candy. I made this mistake last year. And number 3, pumpkins aren't just for carving. If you're part of the 41% of people who plan on carving and decorating with pumpkins this year, I highly suggest roasting pumpkin seeds. My family did this for the first time together last year, and I must say it was one of our favorite memories from last Halloween. Not only did my son enjoy the messy experience, but my husband and I had a blast as well. It also makes for a cheap Halloween snack. You just listened to the post titled How to Celebrate Halloween on a Budget by Kumiko of thebudgetmom.com. Labor strikes, climate change, your beat up office printer. What do they all have in common? Come on, it's all about the money. Economics is everywhere and everything fueling our lives, even where we least expect it. If you're a fan of Optimal Finance Daily and are curious to learn something new and exciting about economics every week, I recommend you listen to the Planet Money podcast from NPR. Planet Money is a different kind of world where the complex economy actually makes sense, where human stories supersede abstract theories. Listeners can learn, laugh, and be entertained. It's econ, down to earth, and Planet Money answers some of life's burning questions, like, will AI take over our jobs? Why are Christmas trees so darn expensive? The Planet Money team lives to tell a good story in around 30 minutes. It's econ for the rest of us. Tune into Planet Money every week for entertaining stories and insights about how money shapes our world. Stories that can't be found anywhere else. Listen now to Planet Money from NPR, wherever you get your podcasts. I totally agree that a great way to save on Halloween costumes is to make your own. I think the cheapest Halloween costume I ever wore was the year I decided to be the death of print media. I took a paper bag, cut some armholes in it, covered it in newspaper, and splashed some fake blood all over it. While I thought I was so clever, a total of 0 people understood what I was supposed to be that year. So hopefully your homemade costume has a better return on investment. I like to remind myself when it comes to holidays and celebrations to separate the consumerism part of it from the purpose of it. Holidays are about spending time and having fun with loved ones, not spending money. And you might just find that being creative with your resources can lead to more connection with your friends and family. So for example, I like to host a holiday party in December where we decorate a Christmas tree. I tell everyone that the cost of admission is either a homemade or stolen ornament. The amount of creativity that people put into these ornaments is absolutely hysterical, and I love that every single one has a story behind it. That should do it for today. Have a happy rest of your day, and I'll see you for the Sunday show tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.